Here we go. So last time, your exit ticket, you just did true and false. Are they parallel or not? And then next, we're going to write a little bit more. We're going to see which lines are parallel. So looking at this one, which line, and I'm looking for A, B, M, or N, which line can I cover up? Like I don't have anything written on that line. Like I can't use it at all. N, do you see how N has nothing? And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and write it out. Can you guys stop talking over me? Shh, please. Hey, please be quiet. All right, so I got rid of that one. I'm going to turn my paper this way. These are corresponding. Do you see how they match up? Again, it's unfortunate. It's like I can't. It's not a teachable thing. It's like, do you see it? Do you see how they match up? Like all I can do is really show it to you and go, hey, they match up. These little tick marks means that they are congruent. So our corresponding angles are congruent. Which two lines are parallel? A and B. Okay, so we're going to say A is parallel to B. Our two lines means parallel. And our reason, we're going to put our reason on this line, is corresponding, which I'm going to abbreviate. Corresponding angles, and let's see here numbers from last time. What do you put at the end of all of your reasons? It's corresponding angles. It does begin with a C. What does it do when you switch the sentence around? Can you check out your earbuds? Converse, okay? Because we're doing this backwards. Instead of saying the lines are parallel, so we get these angles, we're saying we have these angles, therefore the lines are parallel. So since it's backwards, you just say converse. But it's still they're corresponding, okay? Let's try it again. Which of these lines can I white out here because there's nothing written on it? Yeah. Now, these aren't labeled like A or B. We would have to call this QT, which sounds funny, QD. But anyway, I'm going to get rid of that one. So let me wipe that out. Please stop talking over me. Okay? And we're going to look at this one right here. These little tick marks means that they're congruent. I'll go ahead and start you off. They are alternate, and then what? Interior. Do you see how they're in between the lines? Okay. So which two lines are parallel? Again, you can't just say A and B. We're going to have to call this one what? Q, perfect. QR, we're going to put the little line on top of it. This is back from unit 0. All right. QR is parallel to, perfect, TS. And our reason, all you have to do is listen to me. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. You guys are very smart. You just got to listen. Finally got everybody quiet. All right, and our reason, and we already said it, these are alternate interior. You can abbreviate. And we're going to say alternate interior angles converse. Again, you just switched the sentence around is all that you did. All right, we just reversed it. All right, looking at these. Which can I white out that I'm going to get rid of that have nothing to do with the problem? There's no information on them. Yeah, EJ can go away. And then what other one? GL can go away. I'm just whiting it out. We're just going to ignore it. Okay? So which two lines are parallel? What are we going to put on here? DH, and I'm going to just put the segment symbol because there aren't arrows on the ends. So no arrows on the ends of that. So DH parallel to FK. And then your reason is what kind of pair these are. So do you see how they match up? Like if I took this and slid it down, it matches up. So we call that what? They match up like that. Can we close the computer, please? Corresponding. So it's going to be corresponding angles converse. I don't like to require everybody's attention for too long. This will maybe take 15-ish minutes. Okay, we're just going to do some practice together. So when we are, I want everybody's attention. All right, this one is interesting. Looks like a little bow tie. I actually can't white out anything in this case. We're going to need to keep it all, but I am going to turn the paper this way. Okay, I guess we don't need B. We can sort of ignore B. I'm going to just get rid of it there so it's not confusing to us. Which two lines does it look like, or I guess they're segments, are parallel? Like which two look parallel? But yeah, so we have, what is that, AE? So AE and CD, good job. All right, so AE and CD. And then we just have to pick what kind of pair of angles we have. I'll turn the paper back so we can look at it. So if I turn it this way, I've got this one and this one. So I'll go ahead and get you started. They are alternate. One's on this side and one's on the other side. They are alternate exterior. Good. And if you need to extend these segments, if that helps you a little bit, you can like extend those if that helps you see it better. But they are alternate exterior. Oh, I can't talk. Alternate exterior angles converse. Perfect. And again, that's just because the sentence is backwards. We're just doing this in reverse. Angles. And then you say, so it's alternate exterior angles, and then you just put converse at the end. C-O-N-V-E-R-S-E. Sorry, I know my handwriting is loopy. All right, here we've got the ones with X in it. So our algebra. I'm going to need to bring up my Desmos calculator. I should have done that already. All right, you are either going to work with me on this. You're either going to set them equal, or you're going to add them to equal what? 180. Those are the only two options. Either they equal each other, or you're going to add them together to equal 180. So if you look at this one and this one, I'll get you started. They're alternate exterior. Alternate exterior. Are those congruent or supplementary? They are congruent. We're going to set them equal. 7x minus 4 equals 5x plus 30. Now, I am going to use the calculator for that, but you have to know how to set it up, and you have to know how to use the calculator. Okay? Let me pull up Desmos real quick. I'm going to share my screen so it ends up on the recording. So who can tell me what I'm going to type in the calculator? When I come over here, you have to know what to type. If you don't know what to type, the calculator doesn't help you at all. All right, good. 7x minus 4, good. And then in the next one down, 5x plus 30. And then I'm going to click where they intersect. Now, it looks like I'm going to have to zoom out quite a lot for this, so bear with me. Oops. Oh, I don't want to log in. Do that. Sorry, I clicked that accidentally. All right, do you guys see what this is? Again, this is one of those things where I don't have a better explanation than, hey, look. All right, what's our answer? 17. Perfect. But you have to know how to set it up, okay? So 17 is our answer. All right, how about this one? I'm going to turn the paper sideways so I can look at my parallel lines. Now, this one's right here, and the other one, do you see how that arrow points to it? Do you see that? Okay, it's right here. Those are what? What kind of pair are they? Alternate interior. I feel like I'm losing some. Come with me. I'm only going to talk to you for maybe about 15 minutes, right? Alternate interior. Does that mean they're congruent or supplementary? Congruent. All right, so again, you're going to set them equal. So 2x minus 1 equals 3x minus 31. I'm going to share my screen again. And basically, I'm just going to go and do exactly what we just did in the calculator again. See if I can find it. All right, there we go. All right, what is it? 2x plus 1, and then here we've got... Focus, guys. You got to be able to focus for at least like a few minutes. Oh, look, that wasn't too hard to find. All right, and our answer is what? 32. All right, but you got to know how to use the calculator. The calculator will do a lot for you, but you have to know how to use it. Maybe we'll just do one more of these. Let's see. Number 7. If I flip the paper on its side, these are what kind of pair? I have this angle and this angle. Sorry. Same side, interior. Okay, same side means good. So we're not going to set them equal this time. I'm going to put 7x and then perfect, plus 12x plus 9 equals 180. So this one's going to be a little bit different in the calculator. Let me share again. So this time, I'm going to have to use my 180. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to type all of that first part. 7x plus 12x plus 9. Now, if you just type 180, it won't work. So what am I going to put? y equals 180. You can't use x because you already used x in the first one, so that's not going to work. Are you with me, Becca? You good? I know you are. She won't look at me. Okay, so what is our answer? 9 is our answer. I will address that when I'm not recording something, okay? All right, we'll skip that next because I think we've got it. As long as you can use a calculator, then you're good. All right. So use the information to determine which lines, if there are any, you could get like a none answer, like no conclusion, are parallel. And then we're going to say, when it says use the theorem, that's what's the angle pair, okay? Now, don't write all over your paper. I'm going to have to erase all of this, okay? First one, we've got 3 and we've got 12. Which line can I cover up? S. I'm not going to white out this time. Can you please close your computer? I'm teaching. I'm trying to do my job here. I'm not going to white out this time because we might need line S for one of the other ones. All right. What are 3 and 12? What pair are they? So if you slid 3 down, it would match up exactly with 12. When they match up, are corresponding congruent? Yes. Okay. Which 2 lines are parallel? I'm going to cover this up so you can still see the letters. Which 2 lines are parallel? N and N. Perfect. Thank you. All right. N parallel to N. And we're going to say corresponding angles converse. And we'll just try a couple more of these. We have a ton of practice that we can do here. All right, so let me erase. And then we're going to look at 1 and 7. And actually, I can make this bigger here since we're done with the calculator for a minute. All right, so I've got 1 and I've got 7. I'm going to turn the paper this way. Which line can I cover up that we don't need for this? N. We're going to get rid of N. All right. So what pair are 1 and 7? I'll get you started. They're alternate something. Alternate exterior. Are alternate exterior congruent? Yes. Okay. Which 2 lines are parallel? This is difficult. Yeah, good. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me on that. I can't hand doesn't work that way. R and S are the 2 that are parallel. So R parallel to S. And we just said they're alternate exterior. Alternate exterior. All right, next one. It says 9 is supplementary to 10. So if you look at 9 and 10, I circled them right here, real quick. Is anything from another line circled? Like, can you relate this to anything else? No. Like, do you see how I have nothing over here and I have nothing over here? So can I say that any lines are parallel? No. So we're just going to say no conclusion. If you can't compare it to another line and get one of those pairs, then it's not going to work. All right, let's just do one more of these. Let's do another supplementary one. Let's do 14. It says 4 is supplementary to 9. So here, watch. I'll circle them for you. All you need to do is look. 4 and 9 are what kind of pair? Same side, interior. Good. Are same side supplementary? Yes. Okay. I'm going to cover up this. Which 2 lines are parallel? N and N. Good. Just cover up the one that you don't need. So N is parallel to N. And we're going to say same side, interior, angles, converse. Now I'm going to just kind of pick and choose a few from this one as well. Yeah. So if you turn the, oh, actually, I don't even need to turn the paper. If I look at these 2, do you see how they're in between the 2 parallel lines? Exterior would be like 1 and 11. And it's a very hard thing to teach because I just stand up here and point to things and I'm like, do you see it? Like, all I can do is really present it, right? So let's do the true false ones. Looking at number 1. Try and focus for a little bit longer, guys. Have you guys do an activity, all right? So M parallel to N, true or false? Well, it looks like these are alternate, what? Interior. Alternate interior should be congruent. Are these the same? No, so false. All right, how about these ones? Are they parallel? Well, these are same side. Good. Same side exterior should add up to 180. If you add these, you're going to get 190. So what's the answer? False. If they added up to 180, it would be true. But if you add those together, you're not going to get 180. That one was really tricky. All right, and then little square. It's been a while since we've done one of those. What does that mean? 90. But the point is they're the same. Okay? So if your alternate interior are congruent, then lines are parallel. So that's true. We're going to do review. This is from last unit. Counter example. You want the first part to be true and the second part to be false. You want it to follow the first part and fail the second part. If you are throwing a ball, then you are playing baseball. It is false. It's a not true statement, but we want to come up with a counter example. How could you be throwing a ball but not playing baseball? What could you be playing instead? Basketball. There you go. Or what else? Football. Hockey has a puck, not a ball. So you have to be throwing a ball but not playing baseball. So basketball and football are the two I think of. I guess like rugby, or I don't know, do you kick the ball in rugby or throw it? I don't know. Throw both? Okay. So anything like that. All right, if you live in the United States, then you live in Texas. We want to come up with a state that's in the United States but isn't Texas. Virginia. Or any other state that's not Texas. So like Kentucky. Kansas. Do you know all your states? Did you guys learn the song when you were in elementary school to put them in alphabetical order? Like the states song? We learned that. I still know it. All right, I'm going to skip these multiple choice ones. I'll explain why in a second. We're going to do, actually, if we do 4, we don't need to do 5, and then we'll do the last one, okay? So write a conditional statement. A couple more, guys. Conditional statement, that's an if-then for each diagram. So this one is, if a shape is a square, so you start with the inside, like the egg yolk, sort of. Looks like an egg. If a shape is a square, then it is what? If a shape is a square, then it is a parallelogram. I wonder who made up that word. We'll just do the other one out loud. We don't have to write it down. But what would the other one be? It would be if something is a translation, like the egg yolk part of it, then it is a transformation. So you start with the inside and work your way out. Okay? And then the last one there. Measure, that little M means measure. If you're wondering what that measure of, it just means the value of it. Measure of angle 1 is 80. So I'm going to go ahead and put 80 right there. And actually, before I even read anything else, what does that mean is also 80? Hint, you did one like this in the warm-up. 6 is also 80. And then what would 2 and 5 be? 100. Good, because it has to add up to 180. So we know all that before we even do anything else. Right? You don't even need a calculator. All right, and then it says measure of angle 14 is 100. So what does that mean is also 100? 9 is 100, and then 10 and 13 are 80. Now this is really tricky. It's our lines C and D parallel. Now it feels at first like they might be because we got 80s and 100s, but they're actually not. What's the matter with it? Like it doesn't match, right? Do you see how it's opposite? Like it's backwards? Okay, so we're going to say no, and they want a reason. It says justify. I would do this. Do you see how 80, this is what I think is the easiest way to put an answer. Do you see how this 80 should match up with this 100? What do we call those? What kind of angles? I would just say this. Corresponding angles are not congruent. I would just say, hey, those don't match up. I think that's the easiest. I go for the easiest way to say everything. Okay? I want you to listen to all the instructions before you move or do anything. All right, here, let me stop recording real quick.